Alright guys, welcome to yet another video for the Mi 11X, and now this video has been in the making for a very long time. We are talking about the OxygenOS 11 port. This is the complete edition and comes with many goodies, very few bugs. Been using it since the last 3 to 4 days and it has been amazing. So in today's video, we're going to talk about the complete review of the latest OxygenOS port based from the OnePlus 9R. Stay tuned till the end of the video because we're going to cover benchmark numbers, gaming experience and a lot of interesting stuff. But before we get into all those details, if you haven't already, please subscribe because it doesn't cost you anything and it really motivates us to make amazing content like this. Now without further ado, hello awesome people, welcome to PhoneOps. My name is Kailash. Let's get going. First things first, let's see what they have to say over here. OxygenOS OS port ROM, and this is 11.2.8.8 complete edition. This is a port from Android 11 based on the device that is the OnePlus 9R. Now remember that has a similar processor, the 870, updated on the 14th of June 2022, and this is around 2.7 gigabytes. Now the flashing instructions is something we will talk about, but before that, we're going to talk about the changelog over here, because it's really important to see what exactly is working, what exactly is not working before we actually, go ahead and talk about using this or not using this as a daily driver. Now, Netflix HDR has been fixed. USB mount option is not popping up, has been fixed. Added water drop notch style, 2 styles in customization setting, added 4 columns into 2 rows in quick settings layout. Now, if you look at the previous update, which was also released on the 14th of June, there is Bluetooth volume fix for multi-steps, multi-touch improvements, removed hide notch settings, reduced ring cutout. So these are several fixes, and now the Mi 11X feels like a OnePlus device. They have worked so well, so hard on the software that it actually feels that this is a OnePlus device that we are using, and the port is really doing a great job, and that's very interesting. So the moment you boot into the home screen of this wonderful ROM, you will see that it does have a OxygenOS wallpaper. You do have rounded icons, and the animations are very subtle and they work absolutely fine. You will notice that there are no major issues and the animations look beautiful. Even if we talk about the dialer in question over here is not exactly the Google dialer. It is actually a OnePlus dialer, which means you do get this beautiful UI of OnePlus. And even if you're listening to a call, you can actually go ahead and record it without the other party knowing that the call is being recorded. So those are good things. Now, the reason they are calling this a complete edition is because they are not using, third-party applications. They're actually using the entire OnePlus system. For example, even if we talk about the games application over here, you will see that I have put almost all the benchmark applications and everything in the gaming mode over here. You do see this gaming mode notification style. You can make these changes. If you see, you can go ahead and look at your recordings over here. Gaming data can be analyzed. Add games, you have that option. Switch layout is an option over here. And you also have settings in which you do have a ton of customization. So these things are pretty good, and this gaming mode is actually working. It is definitely making a difference to your experience when you go ahead and run the benchmarks or use the gaming applications. Now, apart from this, if you look at the quick tiles over here, you still have the OnePlus layout. The reason I'm shooting this in white instead of the dark mode is so that you can see the color schemes and you can see how exactly this is working. As you can see, if you click on this, nothing happens, but if you click on the time, your time application will open. And if you edit the quick tiles menu, you will see that you do get all the OnePlus options that you would ever want, including the screen recorder, which is a really good thing. Now, apart from this, if we talk about the screen recorder here, it can give you 30, 60, 24 FPS. You can select the bitrate, resolution, and all the other options. Now, as far as audio source is concerned, you can select internal or external. You cannot select both of them at the same time. And even when recording, there are no major issues. These Google Assistant shortcuts are working fine. You do have your Google feed to the left, which is running butter smooth. As you can clearly see, it is running absolutely fine. There is no problem with the Google feed or animations at all. Now what we'll do is we'll go to settings over here. Let's go to Power Phone, and as you can see, it says Snapdragon 870. This is a 6128 variant, 48 plus 5.5 megapixel triple camera, 120 Hz AMOLED. All the specification. The device name is also mentioned correctly. That means this is the Poco F3, and it is not, siphoned as a OnePlus device, right? Now, apart from this, you do have your standard OxygenOS features. And before we get into the details of the settings menu, let me tell you that your daily stuff like using banking applications, using Netflix or Amazon in HDR or HD is working absolutely fine. Your safety net is taken care of and you have no problems whatsoever. Now, if we talk about the camera situation, things get even better. I mean, look at this photo over here. I have clicked this using the ANX camera that is built in. The ANX camera on the front is working fine as well. And if you go to more, you have the option of 48 megapixel. We'll quickly click a picture, go to settings and go to details. Let's see, resolution 6000 by 8000. This is a 12 megapixel. That means the complete 48 megapixel mode is working fine as well. So, they have not only made this a complete OnePlus port, they are also giving you a fully functional camera with ANX. That is really, really amazing, right? Now, let's quickly go to settings once again, because apart from that, you don't have much. You have all the OnePlus applications that you would get on a OnePlus phone, and you have all the settings that are available in a OnePlus device. Now, under advanced, you do have a refresh rate, force 120 Hz, auto 120 Hz, or 60 Hz. I've set it to auto. Let's go ahead and force this to 120 Hz. And I've not had any issues with the smoothness. It has been working absolutely fine. You do have some OnePlus tools over here. That means you can go ahead and change the settings. As you can see, very, very interesting. Wow. So pretty neat. And I'm surprised at how amazing a port can be. There was a time where I had given up that port ROMs can never be daily drivers, but we are at a point, at least with this ROM, that the experience is splendid. All the settings almost are working. Even if we talk about the canvas AOD mode, let's have a look at this, right? Preview. Okay, let's actually go back here. That's me, by the way, with my bike. Anyways, let's go to the preview. Okay. So let's go ahead and apply this. Now let's lock this. As you can see, working like a charm. Now, accent color is something you can select. System icons is something you can select. You can select the icon pack as well, which is really, really nice. And you have all the extra customization, which is working absolutely fine. Now, even in sound and vibration, I don't really have any problems. I've been using my Noise Shorts Exo Bluetooth earbuds. They have been working absolutely fine. So, there might be a few bugs here and there, but those are very, very teeny tiny. They will not really, go ahead and trouble you. Even if you go to the multitasking menu, as you can see, it is butter smooth and all the features are working as expected. You have change log, screenshots, info and installation. Now, face unlock is not working, and one other feature is there which has a small issue, but those are not major concerns because, on Android phones, face unlock is not that reliable anyways. Known bugs, Wi-Fi 6 and face unlock, these are the only two bugs available, right? Now, once again, let's quickly go to settings over here. And as you can see, this is the battery section. Let me just quickly see if I have clicked a screenshot of the battery life on this particular ROM. I think I have, right? As you can see, we were at 43% battery. I had connected the phone to the computer over here, and overall the experience is pretty good because 1 day, 13 hours left. This was on standby for almost 3 days. And I had used, Apex Legends, Battlegrounds Mobile India, benchmarks, and still we were at 43%. So not only the charging speeds are pretty decent, the battery backup is pretty insane as well, and you will get very, very decent experience. Now, before we end the video, as I mentioned, you do have your Play Store certification and banking applications are working absolutely fine. As you can see, device is certified. Let's quickly talk about the benchmark numbers over here, because of course OxygenOS is mainly known for performance. 690,777, so pretty decent, pretty good scores here. If we further go to Geekbench and we go to the individual scores of single core, multi-core, let's see what we have here. 953,3017. Now a little less on the multi-core, but we can make do with that, can't we? Because we are getting the complete OnePlus experience. Now if we talk about the CPU throttle test, the CPU throttled to 91% of its max performance, and the average score was 244, 574 GIPS. So pretty rock solid experience. You have good camera quality. Almost all the features are working. You can definitely use this as a OnePlus phone, because I'm not sure is there anything missing. Everything is there and everything has been splendid since last 1 week that I've been using it. This video will also be available in Hindi on our Hindi channel. Let me know in the comment section what do you think about this ROM. Until the next one, this is Kailash signing off at PhoneOps. Keep smiling. Take care. Goodbye.